The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look and do nothing. Albert Einstein. There is over a half million children in the US who suffer from neglect, and they are suffering alone when they should not have to. We can be that difference to a child's life. I work for the Child Youth Services for the Army. I am a mandated reporter, which means if I see child abuse in the workplace or outside of the workplace, I have to report it to the authorities. I am retrained every year on the procedures and how to recognize child abuse and neglect. The main points today are going to be how to recognize the 4 types of neglect, the signs of neglect, impact of neglect, and what you can do. This can be an uncomfortable topic for people, but it is something close to my heart and very important for everyone to know that they can make a difference in a child's life. The types of neglect are physical, not providing your child with basic necessities, failure, refusal to provide these necessities endangers the child's physical health, well-being, psychological growth, and development. This also includes inadequate supervision. So if you're leaving your child alone at home and they're at an inadequate age, like if they're 3 years old or 10 years old and they shouldn't be at home by themselves, that is neglect. Educational, not enrolling the child in mandatory school age programs. So if you have a child who is at a school age and you don't enroll them in elementary school, middle school, high school, that is neglect. Emotional or psychological, allowing your child to use drugs or alcohol and you know that they're doing so, or even providing that for them. This can also do with their affection. So if you're not giving them affection or you're ignoring your child, rejecting them, or even isolating them, this can all be emotional and psychological. Isolating, terrorizing them, or corrupting them, meaning if you're making them do things that are not morally correct and you are forcing them to do these things, that is also neglect. Medicals, failure to provide appropriate health care. If your child is sick or if they've been injured and they need medical attention and you refuse to take them because you're tired or you don't want to, or you don't have the money, that is neglect, because there is things that can help you with that. The signs of neglect. If you see these signs, this can help you to recognize neglect and to help that child. So sudden changes in behavior or school performance, they have not received help for physical or medical problems brought to the parent's attention, have learning problems that can be contributed to specific physical or psychological causes, always watchful, they're always waiting for something bad to happen. They lack adult supervision or any behavior that is unusual or concerning to you. The impact of neglect can be very harmful for children. Neglect can have lifelong implications for the victims, which include their well-being. Physical wounds may heal, but the long-term consequences emotionally may last for a long time. Children who are neglected may experience cognitive delays and emotional issues. This can also affect the children's immune system's development and nervous system, which puts these children at a higher risk for health problems as adults. What you can do. Report it to your local child protective services. Try to be as specific as you can regarding the situation. Give details, times, dates. Describe the situation exactly as you've seen it, and even write it down so that way it's fresh. Understand that you may not learn the outcome of what happened. There is laws in a lot of states where even though you report it, you won't know basically what happened with that child. but just know that you reporting it can help that child. So today we learned how to recognize child neglect. You know, the four types of neglect, the signs of neglect, impact it can have on the child, and what you can do to help the child. Before I had this job, even though I am a mother and I was before I had this job, I kept to myself in public and in my personal life and minded my own business. However, once I learned the side of neglect and the repercussions for these children, I knew some incidents in my life that made me uncomfortable, but I did look away. Now I realize it is my duty to help these children. Whether they are my own child or someone else's children, they are our future, and it is up to us as caring adults to protect our future, which is our children. Children need to know that even if a person is a stranger, we should still help them when it is needed. We need to prove to them that the world is mostly good and there are people who are willing and can help them in their time of need. Thank you.